you're in timeout, he will not stay still there. He will jump, he will throw things around him. I don't know what they're talking about. I really want to see what they do at the home. Because with me, it doesn't work. No, it doesn't work. I have to scream it, and sometimes I have to give him some sponge.
Okay. Maybe that's the problem.
Do you think so?
Okay. Well, I mean, there's different methods of discipline, and some work better than others. Some have a better effect. Some have a negative effect. So it's just a matter of getting everything right. Is there any stressful things going on right now in your life that you think, or in Christopher's life that you think could be the cause of Christopher's behavior?
You know, has been a change since he left us, but I'm trying. I mean, I work a lot. I work like 12 hours a day, and I really get at home very tired, and then deal with him and my mom and the school. Oh no. And then sometimes I get depressed, and sometimes
Are you yourself seeking any kind of help? Or you said that you feel depressed sometimes.
Right, so but not this moment.
Not right now. So maybe that's something that you can look at in the future as in our next therapies as part of being able to help Christopher. What about Dad? Is there anything that you feel, anything that is stressful that could be causing Christopher to act out?
I'm pretty sure that the divorce situation is not easy for anybody. I don't think the divorce is the problem. The problem is how you handle that divorce. And I think she keep like blaming the divorce for the Christopher acting out. He's not acting out with us. He's fine and home with us. So she needs to check. She needs to work on what she's doing with her. Time now, yes. In my home, there is time out.
Dad, do you feel that there's anything in specific that you can think of why Christopher might, be?
I don't know. No, I don't know, because it's been more than a year that we separate.
Okay.
Like you said, I've been in the pictures since I left.
So you participate, okay. Is there, in your family, Dad, is there any history of family violence or abuse? Okay. Any sexual or substance abuse? Mom, what about in your family? Is there any history of any kind of abuse? No. Substance abuse, any kind of drinking? No. Okay. What is your living arrangement right now with Christopher? You said that you live with Christopher and your mom.
Right.
So your mom is kind of who helps you.
Right.
Okay. So what about with you guys? What is your living arrangement? It's just you two together, or it's by yourself?
And Christopher.
Is there any biological situations that you can think of, maybe from your family? Anyone with a history in any kind of, like I know you mentioned depression earlier.
Right.
Any mental health issues like that you can think of?
Might be. However, I don't know if anyone has been diagnosed with something.
Mm-hmm.
I do feel times when I'm depressed and times when I feel that way. I think in my mind it's like that too.
And what about in your family, Dad's family? Is there any history of like mental health issues or depression? Okay. Well, we've gotten a lot of information, just from this first session and everything that you guys have let me know. Is there anything that you guys have done in the past before today to try and help with what's going on with Christopher?
I tried to sit with him and talk about it, but every time we have an appointment, I'm not being able to get out of my work. We try, but we have not being able to do something specific.
Okay. And what about with that? Is there anything that you've worked with him on in order to help Christopher?
I always tell him he has to be more firm with him. I don't know. I always let him know what's going on. He's fine. It's okay. He behaved good with me, and that's it. You keep doing the same thing.
Okay.
There's nothing else to say.
Okay. What about Dad? Is there anything that you have tried already in order to help Christopher? Whether at school or at home?
The thing is, with us, he doesn't seem to act to that extreme. So when most of those situations, or all of those situations, do not happen under my
Okay.
So I can say that I deal with the situation in
Right.
any way.
It's evident that he has so many issues at school that you have to pick him up, and he throws things,
Yeah,
and
but
he does a
You
lot of
pick him
stuff
up
at
because
school.
you can't. That's why we pick him up at school.
Right, but he's behaving like that.
And we talked to him.
And that's his.
We talked to him and we explained but the problem
So
is
they
with
don't
you.
say, like, with you under your supervision, he does behave like that and things like that. It's evident that something's going on.
With you.
In
And
your
only
house,
with me. And what about the school? Only with me?
well, the school is recently, it happens only a few times.
Few times. This is the third time in the week we have been called for the school.
That's why we're here now, because we think it's a problem. It's not just one call.
Yeah.
So right
So
now,
we're finding that out right now. Somehow.
so both mom and dad realize that that there is a behavior problem with Christopher, and that's why you decided to follow up with therapy. But before, it's just been basic behavior, like timeout if he misbehaves, or not letting him go places. What about your communication between both of you when there is a problem with Christopher? Dad, what have you
He blamed
done?
on me. And I'm tired of that. I'm sick of that.
Dad, what do you feel?
I think it's their fault.
Okay, so
I'm sorry, I think that's my phone.
So let's talk a little bit more about social system. What is your support? What kind of help do you have?
No,
Sorry about that.
only my mom, and she's old. She don't have the same strength as she used to, and he's very demanding. That's it.
So you basically just have your mom. Okay. What about
I'm sorry.
What about you, Dad? What kind of support system do you have?
Well, I'm also my mom is around.
Okay. And she also helps out with Christopher.
Every time, she goes by when the kids in the house.
Okay.
We have a pretty good.
Okay. How does Christopher behave with the other grandma? Is it the same, you think?
Like I said,
I'm sorry.
he behaves good. He just seems like a hiker, but not problematic.
Okay. Okay. What do you hope will happen? Once the therapies continue and we try and get Christopher and the whole family system, the help that he gets. What do you hope for it to
I
happen?
don't know. I think if I have to learn something to help me to cope with his behaviors and traits. I don't know.
Okay.
And hopefully, whatever it is, he behaves better. Less aggressive, less impulsive, and
So you hope to be able to learn techniques to help
Right.
you better.
and communicate. I think
Handle it.
he feels frustrated a lot, and he's trying to run things and time. I don't have time for that.
So he throws things at home too?
Yeah.
And Dad, what do you feel that you want to get out of therapy?
I want to have a better relationship, you know. Especially I want the kids to stop doing that.
Okay.
Whatever is bothering him
Whatever
or
is
making
going
him
on.
to act out like that is have to do with solve.
He suggests me that he wants to have the custody of my son.
Yeah, eventually that's the solution.
That's what is better for the kid.
That happens to be the solution, then that is what we're going for.
Well, let's see.
But that's not court appointed yet,
No.
right, Mom?
No.
Okay. So what we are gonna be able to work on is hopefully so it doesn't get to that point, right? And then everybody can, share normally the custody of Christopher and the time with him. Okay. Well, in our sessions to come, we'll continue working on what both of you plan and want to get out of the therapy. And eventually, we'll have maybe a session where it's just Christopher and Christopher with you maybe, and then Christopher with you and Dad to see how we can work collaboratively